Hello friends, my name is Byjus and today we are going to discuss a very important topic from the subject physics. Okay, so let us start. What is gravitation? Okay, so if you hear the word gravitation, the first important point which should come in your mind is that gravitation is a kind of force. It is a kind of force. Okay, and what is its nature? Okay, nature means whether it is repulsive or attractive. Okay, whether it attracts the object or it is going to repel the object. So its nature is attractive, means if there are two bodies and there is a gravitational acting between these two bodies, that means the two bodies will attract each other. So first of all, let gravitation, which is also known as gravity in mechanics, is a universal force of attraction acting between all matters. It is weakest known force in nature. So what is gravitation? Gravitation is a force, or you can say universal force. It is also called as gravity. What do you mean by universal force? There are different type of force in universe. There are fundamental forces in universe. Now this universal force means that this force of gravitation is applicable, it is true in every part of this universe. Okay, and what is its nature? We have discussed just now that its nature is of attraction. It attracts the body. Okay, so every matter, all matter in this universe is having a force of gravitation. They are attracting each other. Okay, now one more thing we can learn from here is that it is the weakest force. Weakest force means there is a force which is known as gravitation, but it is very weak in a sense sometimes we even don't feel that some other object is attracting us or any other object is attracting you or you are attracting any other object, because all of us are made up of matter, and according to this line that all matters attract each other and because of gravitation. Okay, so this is so feeble, so weak that we don't feel any force of attraction between us and any other object lying beside us. Okay, now it is responsible for the trajectories of bodies in the universe and for their structure and evolution of stars, galaxies. That means if this is a sun in our solar system and this is the earth in our solar system, the earth goes round or revolve around the sun. Yes or no? This is because of the force of gravity between the sun and the earth. Similarly, there are many planets which are revolving around the sun. This is because of the force of gravity. The moon is revolving around the earth. This is also because of gravity. You have satellites which revolves or which are there in different orbits around the earth. This is also because of gravity. Yes or no? Now you may have heard about the structures of stars. Okay, the formation of stars, supernova, formation of galaxies, black hole. Okay, all the reason behind these things, they are there or their structure is as it is now. This is all because of the force of gravity, or you can say the gravity has a very important role to play in this formation of stars, formation of galaxies and formation of black hole. Okay, now let us move forward. Gravitation of earth or gravity. Okay, so we are coming to a point where we will discuss about the gravity of earth. Okay, about the gravitational force of earth, because we all live on earth and we are experiencing this force, okay, every day, every second, okay, 24/7 we can say. Now what is gravity or what is gravitation of earth? It is the force with which earth attracts any object towards it. This force is called gravitational force of earth or gravity. Means the force with which the earth attracts the object towards its center is called gravitational force of Earth. On Earth, all bodies have a weight or a downward force of gravitational force proportional to their mass, which Earth exerts on them. What does this line means? See, we all are there on Earth. There are plants, there are trees, rock, mountain, water bodies, animals. All of us are there on Earth because of this force of gravity, because Earth attracts us towards its center. Okay, therefore we are standing on the surface of Earth. And what is that force with which the Earth is attracting us? This force is actually our weight. Our weight is the force with which the Earth is attracting us towards its center. Okay, now you know the formula of force. What is the formula of force? Formula of force is force equals to mass into acceleration. Here this acceleration is actually force equals to mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so this force of gravity is proportional to our mass. Okay, the more is our mass, the more will be the force of traction of Earth. Okay, are you getting this? Okay, let us move forward to the next point, that is universal law of gravitation. So let us see what is universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation says, according to this law, every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The force is along the line joining the center of the two objects. So for this we'll have to look into this diagram. Okay, then only we can properly understand what the universal law of gravitation is all about. So let us suppose that there are two bodies, body A and body B. Okay, the mass of this body A, bigger body, is m, and the mass of this smaller body is small m. These two bodies are situated at a distance d from each other. Okay, now what I want to tell you is that the center of this body is this point and the center of this body is this point, and the distance between these two points is d. Okay, now according to the universal law of gravitation, it says that the force acting between these two bodies is proportional to the product of the masses. Okay, that means the force of gravity is proportional to the product of masses. What are the masses of these two bodies? Capital M and small m. So I am multiplying this capital M with this small m. Now let us move forward. It also says it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So what is the distance? D. So this force is also proportional, that is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Okay, so let us take this equation as equation 1 and this equation as equation 2. Okay, now if we use these two equations, if we combine these two equations, what we'll get? We'll get F here, we'll have proportionality sign. Now you have this M, capital M into small m, and here we'll have d square. Okay, now we know that if you want to remove this proportionality sign and bring in equal to sign, so what you have to do, you also have to bring in a constant. Okay, so this equation will become F equals to capital G capital M into small m by d square. Okay, so What is this capital G? This is a gravitational constant, and it remains the same. It remains constant for each and every part of this universe. Everywhere in this universe, this gravitational constant will remain same. Now, what is this force? This force is the force of attraction between these two bodies. Okay. Now, let us also understand this is that the force of attraction is acting between the line joining these two center of the body. Okay, and